you plant, it's really important to do what's called an 811 dig ticket. You want to make sure that before you dig, you're not going to run into any water lines, gas lines, or electrical lines. So please refer to our planting packet for more information. To determine the width of the hole, you'll want to use the pot as a guide point. Dig the hole twice the size of the pot.
When planting a tree, it is important to plant the tree at the correct depth. To find the correct depth, dig down into the pot to look for the first woody root, which you can see here. If the roots are fibrous and there's no main woody root present, you can also look for the tree flaring out.
To loosen the tree from the pot, you could kick it. Be sure to use the side of your foot so you don't damage your toes. It's best to have a buddy for this step. You'll want to have your partner grabbing the base of the tree in order to ensure best grip strength and not to break the trunk of the tree. And you'll have another person tapping down the side of the pot to loosen the suction.
So the next step is to try and stop girdling roots. In the pot, some of the roots will swirl around. So you're just gonna get a root pick or really anything. You can do it with your hands if you want. And you're just gonna tear downwards. You're gonna comb the roots down towards the bottom. Don't be afraid to be a bit rough with it.
Before you put the tree in the ground, you should build a little mound or pyramid shape in the ground in order to place the tree on top of it and allow the roots to fan out in each direction.
When you're placing your tree in the ground, you're going to want to make sure that the orientation of the tree is how you want. You don't want branches going over the sidewalk or over the road where it's going to interfere with foot traffic or car traffic. Now that you put your tree in the ground, you're going to want that first woody root at or just above soil level. A great way to check that is with the nursery stake that came with your tree.
When we backfill, we want to do a few scoops at a time, compacting as we go. With compaction, you want to use open hands, fingertips only, not with your palms, not with your feet, and not with your fists. We do this so that we have a perfect Goldilocks of not too compact, but not so tight that air and water cannot percolate through the system. To check if your compaction is good enough, go ahead and grab the base of the trunk and give it a little wiggle. If you don't see any cracks forming between the dirt and the root ball, that means your compaction is good enough.
So the next step is getting the post in the ground. You can rent a post pounder from us, from our nursery, or you could do it yourself. Whenever putting the post in the ground, you're going to want to make sure you're about a foot length away from the base of the tree, and make sure you always wear a helmet.
Now that the stakes are firmly planted in the ground with the tree, you can install straps to correct the lean and maintain the stability of the tree. When placing the straps, be mindful of the branch structure of the tree, as well as whether the strap corrects the lean without holding the tree too firmly. Cross the two straps to keep the tree from swaying in the wind and bumping into the stakes.
Our second to final step is building the berm. The berm is a dirt donut that's going to go around the perimeter of the tree hole, and it's built to retain water.
now that we've finished making our berm, the last step with the berm is to coat it with a thick layer of mulch. The mulch helps suppress weed growth that might compete with our tree. It helps retain water, and it will slowly break down and add nutrients back into the soil.
The last part is watering the tree. You're gonna want 15 gallons of water, which means 3 of these 5-gallon buckets, or you could time how long it takes to fill one of them and just put it on the base of the tree and let it run. When I'm watering, I'm gonna pour this right on the shovel so it doesn't disturb the base of the tree and the dirt that we compacted earlier.
We are Our City Forest, and we were happy to help you plant your tree. Happy
Happy
planting!